Hey friends, Cardinals fan here. Even though I've lived in New York City all my life and haven't even been to Arizona, but yeah, after how last season ended, this season is either where we take that next step or we really just fall apart and have to start over with a new head coach and new GM. I really hope it's the former that we take that next step, and I deep down I believe that it is. So I'm really looking forward to this season. Sadly, I won't be able to watch many full games, but I'm definitely going to check out the highlights and share my reaction to them. But yeah, five things I'm looking forward to in this game. The first thing I'm looking for is definitely less penalties because those were so frustrating to see. Um, it was really, really bad, especially along the offensive line. So I hope we can get out of our own way in this game. And number two is actually the kicking game. It should be something that we won't even have to think about after the first week because Matt Prater is just good. But after last year with Zane Gonzalez probably costing us 2 or 3 games last year, it's going to be refreshing to just not have to worry about it, hopefully. So I'm going to keep my eye on that this game. But yeah, we would have made the playoffs last year if Zane Gonzalez didn't make some very makeable kicks. So fingers crossed for Matt Prater. Number three is going to be Kyler Murray, and hoping he takes that next step. He's been really good for his first 2 years. He's playing at a Pro Bowl level. I think he might have even, if he didn't take that injury last year, he might have been in the MVP conversation. But again, against a weak Tennessee defense, maybe he can start showing some growth in his third season. I think I've heard reports that he's been focusing on his progressions this offseason, so I'm looking forward to that. Number four is going to be how does the cornerback group hold up? After Malcolm Butler suddenly retiring, I feel we lack the depth at cornerback. I think our starters are fine. I even have faith in Marco Wilson because reports have been great. Just like personal accounts from the coaches have been great. He looked good in preseason. So I trust that he'll be okay. But then the depth behind our starting three, Byron Murphy, Robert Alford, and Marco Wilson, that worries me quite a bit. But it's not like every team out there has a good fourth cornerback anyway, so we'll see. But yeah, they're also going to go up against Julio Jones and A.J. Brown, and the front seven is going to need to focus a lot on Derrick Henry, so this could really expose some problems. We'll see. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. And number five is going to be A.J. Green and J.J. Watt, some new faces in the desert. And I actually don't mind if they don't have like mind-breaking stats this game. I just want to see how their being on the field affects how people guard against Hopkins and Chandler Jones, because I'm hoping because of JJ Watt and AJ Green that Hopkins and Chandler Jones get a lot of one-on-one looks, which means lots more catches for Hopkins and a lot more pressure from Jones. That would be great. And one more bonus thing this time, because it's the first game of the season and we have so many questions. How do Isaiah Simmons and Zaven Collins look? Because they're these big, fast linebackers we drafted in back-to-back years in the first round. So I really hope they don't make too many mistakes and get to show off their athleticism. I trust Vance Joseph for sure, so let's see it. Also looking forward to Rondale Moore. There's so much to look forward to, but I'm going to get into this. I'm sure I'm going to be missing a lot with just the highlights, but let me know what I missed in the comment section, please. And it feels like this one's going to be a shootout. Hopefully the Cardinals can pull it off, even though I think everybody's saying the Titans will win. I personally believe in the Cardinals, but this is a playoff team that they're facing, so yeah. Anyway, let's get started. Leave a like, it really helps with the channel. Let's go. I'll be pausing. Oh, shoot. Somehow did not switch the audio to my headphones. Is this it? Yeah, I think so. There we go.
What Arizona wanted to do is put
I'll pause from time to time.
Situations. Tannehill from the gun. Pressure's coming from the backside. Passes tipped.
Ooh, who was that? Byron Murphy, number 7. He's been good. Was that a 3 and out? I think it was a 3 and out.
James Conner will split time. Dupree shows blitz. Murray drops back to pass. Throws long to the near side. Hopkins wide open.
How is he so wide open? That's amazing. Yeah, Hopkins.
Hopkins on the near side. Murray looking right, throwing to the far side for A.J. Green. He's got it in the first down.
Working the boundaries.
The 10-yard line.
2nd and 17 that was, and he converted.
Kyler Murray looking toward the end zone.
3rd and goal.
It up for more, and it's over his head.
Darn.
They just got to call it.
Did he overthrow him that much?
I think they're going to try to put this ball.
Let me check that.
Kyler Murray looking toward the end zone, throws it up.
Oh, he was mugged. Are you kidding me? Look at that. Look at that. I'm gonna play this in slow motion. He's over there, like second from the top, right?
Kyler Murray looking toward the end zone, throws it up for more. It's over
I don't know.
his head.
I need a closer look on that. It looks like he was, because I feel like Kyler and Rondale have been working together like all offseason. There's no reason for him to overthrow him by that much. And Rondale is explosive enough to move faster than he did there. So I'm thinking he was grabbed, but I don't know. There's no flag or anything. So field goal, automatic. Oh yeah, that looks good. That looks good. All right, 3 and out and 3 points. Oh, Chandler Jones unblocked. Yo, sack.
It's loose on the 6. It's picked
Oh, did he?
at the 5 into the
Touchdown.
end zone. Touchdown Arizona.
Yo, 10-0. Let's go. Let's go.
Chandler Jones knocked it away. Corey Peters picked
Did he
it
really
up and
come
went to the
unblocked? I
end
need to see a
zone.
replay of that. They just chose not
To be a 14-yard sack.
The rule of the field is that there was a fumble recovered by the defense, but the defense was
Darn.
short of the goal.
Down at the 1. Oh, the 5? I guess penalty.
Pressure's coming. Murray breaks away.
Huh.
Murray throws on the run back of the end zone. Caught Hopkins. Did he get
Yes,
it? Bounds?
nice.
He did.
All right, I'm gonna actually rewind a bit because I need to see first Chandler Jones. He just came completely unblocked.
Swain was in motion for the Titans. Off the play fake 10.
They made a mistake there. There's no.
Loose.
That was a total
Loose on the
mistake.
6. It's picked up at the 5.
They just didn't block him at all, and then he, like, by the time Ryan Tannehill turned around, Chandler Jones was already completely on top of him.
Motion for the Titans. Off the play fake
Oh,
10.
ho,
It was hit. The
ho,
ball
ho,
is
ho.
loose. It's loose on the 6. It's picked up at the 5.
By who?
Into the end zone.
90
Touchdown Arizona.
Corey Peters? 98 Corey Peters?
Corey Peters
So they didn't make it in.
picked up and went
Oh, they
into
said
the
it
end zone.
later.
Rule of the field short of the goal line.
Okay, I wanted to take another look at this play too.
Third and goal from the
They got moved back because of a penalty, I'm guessing. Or maybe a sack? Probably a penalty. The odds are probably a penalty with this team.
6. Pressure's coming.
I felt like he could have stepped up more, but he gets the job done anyway, so.
Caught Hopkins. Did he get
All
it
right.
bounds? He did.
Actually, no, I wanted to see one more thing with this. Sorry, I'm going back and forth so much. I want to see if he got single coverage, because there's no reason. Is this zone coverage?
Third and goal
I
from
wasn't paying
the
too much
6.
attention.
Pressure's coming.
Yeah, he came all the way across. It was man.
Murray throws on the run back of the
Right?
end
The guys
zone.
were following him from.
Hopkins, did he get in bounds?
Yeah.
He did. Touchdown
There was only one
Cardinals.
person in the vicinity, so letting him get that open twice in the first
On the coverage.
quarter, it's pretty great.
Ryan Tannehill is adjusting the play.
5-18.
Play fake to Henry.
Whoa!
Pressure's coming. He's hit
Yo,
and he
Chandler
is
Jones again!
down.
Yo, he's on fire. He pay the man.
Chandler
Pay
Jones
the
has been a
man.
busy man this afternoon for the Arizona Cardinals.
Yo, wait. I'm sorry I'm pausing so much, but I'm so hyped about this. Let me see if he got single, if he was blocked by one person again. And if JJ Watt ate up some double teams.
Ryan Tannehill is adjusting the play.
Yep, single person. JJ Watt is taking a double team. There we go. That Chandler Jones, you cannot block him one-on-one always. Like, you have to choose which person to double team, and this is so hype. And you have Marcus Golden, who is not a bad pass rusher at all, on the other side as well. So this is great. Actually, was Marcus Golden even here? No, I guess not. Not for this play, but in general, you also have Marcus Golden as well. JJ Watt ate up a double team, and Chandler Jones goes in to finish off the play. 2 sacks in the first quarter. He's on pace for 8 sacks.
Pressure's coming. He's hit and he is spun down.
Well, he still has 5 minutes left in the first quarter, so I guess he could get 3 sacks in the first quarter. All right, I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna try not to pause so much, but I'm so excited.
Play clock down to 3.
Marcus Golden.
Tannehill has time. And out of the backfield, he's able to find
Oh.
McNichols, and McNichols is spun out.
Marco
of
Wilson
bounds
with the
on
laying the hit.
4th and 5. Make it 4th and 4.
Oh, this is a.
They're going to try to throw out of this formation,
Damn it.
and they've got a first down.
I was like, why are they showing us such special teams play?
From the 35-yard
And
line
it's because they
of
converted.
Tennessee.
Damn it. 3rd down. He's coming again.
Jones has got him again.
Oh my God.
Outside, number
I was kind of
3,
joking
Chandler
about him getting a 3rd sack before the end of the first quarter. He's on pace for 12 sacks. He's on pace for 12 sacks.
4.
Yo, pay the freaking man.
Has time, zips it to Hopkins, and he's got a first down in front of
2nd and 12.
Jackrabbit
Jackrabbit?
Zips it to clock is
Jackrabbit Jenkins? Who the heck's Jackrabbit? Who the heck's Jackrabbit Jenkins? All right, I wanted to rewind because I wanted to see if Hopkins... Yeah, Hopkins getting single coverage again. Wow. Wow. I love that. But Jack Rabbit Jenkins? Who the heck's Jack Rabbit Jenkins? I know there's a Janoris Jenkins. Is there a Malcolm Jenkins? But Jack Rabbit. I'm gonna look that up real quick. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm like pausing so much. Jack Rabbit. It is Janoris. What the heck? Oh, I guess it's his nickname. All right, cool. I had never heard of that before this year, but all right.
On third down, Murray brings the pocket.
Kyler.
Sideline for Hopkins, and he could not break free, and they're going to throw a penalty flag. Great
Penalty flag?
Defense, number 20.
I didn't catch it, but I mean I believe it, but I want to see it again.
Is the best cornerback, but it was a lot of contact.
Oh yeah, for sure. I didn't see it because I was. My eyes were in the wrong place. All right. Edmonds. Yo, he's fast. Boy is fast. I'm really looking forward to seeing him make some moves this year. Oh. Yo, 17-0. Yo, we're killing it. We are killing it. That's his second touchdown of the day already? Shut out. No, that's not possible. Against this team. They're not running it with Derrick Henry? I guess they have to catch up. We haven't seen Julio Jones at all. What the heck?
Tannehill to throw, throws to the right, passes complete to
Ferkser.
Balls at midfield.
Finally getting some movement. I don't think we saw them like get past the 40 even. Flea flicker. Dang.
Rodgers is down inside the 15.
Byron Murphy. All right.
The red zone today for the Titans. First time across midfield. Tannehill to the end zone. Caught and drops.
Baker. Ooh, to Baker. For the breakup. Come on, hold him. Hold him.
McNichols in the backfield. Pass is caught at the 3.
Oh, nice move. Nice fight. Very nice fight. I gotta get this in. You're not gonna stop Henry. I'm sorry. Oh. Damn. Nice move. I forgot Tannehill is like such a good rushing threat. I totally fell for it because I thought they were gonna hand it off to Henry. So how many yards does Henry have so far? Because I haven't seen him. What's his 9 rushes for 8 yards? Oh, the Cardinals defense. You see, this is another thing that was on my list. That should have been on my list at least. The Cardinals defensive line. I know the young guys, Zach Allen, Michael Dogby, Lucky Fotu, and Rashard Lawrence. They really honed in this season. After the season ended, they came in the very next day and started working really hard because they knew that they were going to be relied heavily upon this year. So I heard Zach Allen and Michael Dogby both put on a lot of weight while also looking slimmer because they lost a lot of fat and gained a lot of muscle. And then I heard Rashard Lawrence and Lucky Fotu really worked on their mental side of the game. And so I'm really look at that stat line. I mean, they weren't able to stop Ryan Tannehill here for the single yard rush, but Derrick Henry 9 rushes for 8 yards. That is fantastic. It's freaking Derrick Henry, the king. There's not much you can do about that, honestly. Unless you put a spy on him. But all right, it's not over yet, but
activated because of an injury.
Why are they showing the extra point? Missed. Hopkins. They've got a safety on his side. Oh damn. You can run for it. There's a lot of room. If you can beat this guy. Oh shoot. Never mind. Throw it. Yo.
What a catch! What a play by
Rondale Moore. I forgot he changed his name to his number to number 4. I gotta see that again. Yo, that was sick. I thought he was gonna run, but then he found that there was no space and he just switched to throwing so quickly. Kyler Murray looks good. He looks good. Look at that. I think he could have stepped up in the pocket again, though. I think that is the one thing Yo, look at that. Yo. That is amazing. He's got 2 touchdown passes so far, right? Go Kyler. Jeez. Love it. Step up. And run. Slide. I don't want him getting hit at all. Ooh. Oh, yo. That was a nice catch. Kirk has been great. Not great, but like he's been very good, and he just can't take that next step because he keeps getting injured. So hopefully, I mean, with AJ Green, I mean, Kirk has been technically like the second wide receiver for many, many years now. Like even last year, I mean, Fitz only had like 400 something yards. So I'm also sad that Fitz is gone. Yeah, Christian Kirk has basically been the second option every single time. But now that AJ Green's there and Kirk can be the third option, I think he's gonna run free a lot. Also, Rondale Moore. So yeah, that was a really good catch.
You talked to him yesterday, Tom. You asked him if he was going to do anything.
What's happening?
offensively,
Oh.
and he smiled.
Fotu is there as well. Murray will keep it himself.
He held it up.
To the end zone,
Too easy. Too easy.
on second
Oh.
and goal.
Last year he had like 9 games where he had a rushing and passing touchdown, and it was like an all-time record. But I was hoping for more until he got injured. So hopefully we're off to a good start here. 2-1, 2 rushing, 2 passing, 1 rushing so far.
Kyler Murray went to the right.
Yo, this is just in one half.
Probably really proud of.
1 half.
That's about to get shattered.
Jim Hart was an excellent NFL quarterback as Julio
Nice pass.
Jones.
But they're gonna have
First
to
time we're hearing from Julio.
Tannehill, pressure's coming. He avoids it. He can run.
He's a runner. He's a
First
runner.
down and more.
Oh,
Big
the,
body
oh.
toward midfield.
I thought the first guy got him. Baker faked a blitz.
Third down and 1. Cardinals showed blitz, then brought it back. Tannehill's going to the end zone for Brown. He overthrows him.
Okay. 4th and 1.
40 yards or longer.
Yeah, he missed it.
Good hold, and the kick is no good.
Yo, it's so, I don't know. I'm sorry I'm pausing so much, but it's so satisfying to not worry about our own kicks and see other teams miss kicks. Ah, that was really, that felt really good. It's so nice to see a missed kick and not have it be from us.
He's missed an
Extra point and a field goal. Hope that doesn't bite them too hard. He might lose his job.
Reward, no risk here for Kyler Murray.
Well, don't forget that game against the Bills.
Chase
where he threw a
Edmonds,
50-yarder.
dump
This time
off.
he's gonna use the
There
legs
is
of
so,
the
he has an
Bills.
entire convoy.
Yards plus. Edmonds breaks a few tackles inside
Aw.
the 20.
Oh, whoa, whoa, don't. I thought he had his hands. He had his hands out, it looked like.
Tackles inside the 20.
I thought he was gonna try to pitch it. I was like, do not do that, man. Oh, it was the end of the half. I didn't even realize. So yeah, pitching it might have been a good idea, but he saw that when no one was immediately behind him, so he let it go. Yeah, I didn't realize it was the end of the half. In that case, pitch it. But I was afraid that like he was just pitching it for no reason. Okay.
It is eventually spun out of
I was like, what are you doing, man?
It's third down and 3.
All right, 3rd down and 3.
He's dancing in the back.
All
He has
time- plenty of time, yeah. Oh. Who was that on?
And Byard is then brought down at the 32 by Max Williams and Chase Edmonds.
Damn. Wait, that didn't look like. All right, who was catching that? 88? I actually don't know who 88 is.
He's dancing in
Was
the
that 88?
backfield. He has plenty of time. He throws his pressure.
That ball probably should not have been thrown.
44-yard line by Byard. And Byard is then brought down at the 32.
Yeah, it's all right. It's fine.
by
I
Max
can't see from this highlight reel how he saw the field. I can't see what's down the field, so can't blame him. Like he might be culpable, but I can't blame him without seeing the whole story.
Williams and Chase Edmonds.
And he's been playing lights out so far, so not gonna complain too much.
Derrick Henry in the game in the backfield.
We have not seen a single rush from him on the highlight reel.
Looking to throw to his left. Passes complete to A.J. Brown. Stops on a dime. Spins away.
AJ Brown is number 11. Julio didn't take his number. I mean, AJ Brown's a pretty big star himself right now, but not as big as Julio. They're in the red zone again.
Showed blitz. Here he comes from the outside. Tannehill to the end zone. Brown leaping grab.
Nice throw.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
34? I don't even know who 34 is. Chris Banjo? Chris Banjo was on the practice squad, though, I think. I have no idea. But that was a very good throw. There's very little you can do about that. He had good coverage.
Please help out if you can. Murray takes the low snap.
Rondale Moore.
It off to
Yo, look at that explosiveness. Yo, runs people over. Run someone over.
And he's inside
He carries them,
Tennessee
man.
territory.
Rondale.
On the other side, Christian Kirk.
Oh, shoot.
Broken play.
I don't want to see him.
Who
I did not want to see him.
talking about?
Broken play, and he still gets a first down.
61,000 getting loud. Murray.
He backs up a lot. What the heck?
Toward the end zone for Kirk, and Kirk's got it.
What the heck kind of throw was that?
Touchdown.
I can't believe that worked out well.
26
Did he-
yards. Touchdown.
Wow. Whoa. I gotta see that again. That was ridiculous.
And he's inside Tennessee
That was the
territory.
messiest I have ever seen Kyler Murray's mechanics be.
The other side,
And yet, look at that. Look at what. Oh no, that's not this play. It's the next one.
69,000 getting loud.
What the heck is this? Look at that. He like he jumps backwards, and Kirk just that was something. I gotta see this play again. Like again, I feel like there's room to step up. I mean, actually, no, there aren't enough blockers. They sent six. They sent six, and they have 5 blockers. I think. Right? And yeah, there was no room to step up because everybody was coming, and so. But he jumps backwards and throws it, and it's right on target. Christian Kirk. Yeah, I'm happy for him. He's a good player. He just needs some. He needs some opportunities and to stay healthy. 31-13. Yo. Come on, Marcus. Ah. Pick. Oh. I thought they were going to... Isaiah Simmons comes out of the air. I thought they were going to run into each other and like just drop the ball completely or get hurt. Isaiah Simmons, though. I need to see that again. Sorry, guys. Hopefully you guys don't mind too much. Tipped, and Baker wanted it. Simmons. All right. Haven't seen much of Zayman Collins yet, but step up. Oh, yeah. There was not much. It was right to step up, but there was no room to step up in that case. Derrick Henry. Oh, here it comes. Freight train. Nice form. Nice tackle form. Wait, what was that number? Did I see 24? Is somebody wearing Adrian Wilson's number? 34. Okay. I was like, wait, somebody's wearing 24? I need to look up who number 34 is for the Cardinals. 34, Arizona Cardinals? Is that how you... Jalen Thompson! Yeah, I haven't seen him on the field for so long, it feels like. I think he was fully healthy last year, but I just forgot. But yeah, I forgot. Henry again, all right. And Henry is able to drag the defender up across the... We're getting tired. Is that what's happening? It's too late. We're up 18 in the third. Lost the football. It's spinning around at the 33-yard line. Was that Chandler Jones again? Fourth sack of this game. Okay. I gotta pay. Now that I know what happened during the play, I gotta watch this one a little more closely. Is it one-on-one blocking again? One-on-one. Second strip sack of the game. Did we get this? I think we got this. Yo, pay Chandler Jones immediately. 4 sacks in a game. Chase Edmonds. I was like, for the season? No, it just started. All right. Yo, Kirk. Looking good. Oh, I'm so hyped now. This is great. 38-13. I was not seeing this coming at all. Oh, Isaiah Simmons with the hit. Sounds like you've been there before, buddy. Oh, buddy, it's painful. Boom. It wasn't like a mind-bending blow, but it was good. Oh, going for it on 4th. Chandler Jones. Yo, you gotta be kidding me. Wait, the first sack I watched to see if JJ Watt was cannibalizing the blockers, but I haven't actually paid much attention to it. Did they triple block JJ Watt? Did they triple block JJ Watt? The center is looking that way too. They triple blocked JJ Watt, okay? Oh, the center eventually turned around and faced Marcus Golden, but they single blocked Chandler Jones again. I love this, man. JJ Watt made his presence felt throughout the game just by giving so many single looks to Chandler Jones, and I'm all here for it. This is fantastic. 5 sacks. He's on pace for... There are 17 games this season, right? So 35. He's on pace for 85 sacks for the season. Okay, hopefully he can break the single season sack record. I was really hoping he would do it last year, but he had 1 sack the first game and then didn't have any the next 4 games, and then he got injured. But he is motivated this season, and we're going to have to... I feel like when we signed him to his contract, he was very, very underpaid already. So I was like, this is such a great deal. Like, considering the deals that some pass rushers got on the market, I was like, this is fantastic. And now that it's time, I think I would, if I was Steve Keim, I would have paid him before this season because it's a bicep injury, right? It's not that, it's not nothing. It's serious, but it's nothing like career threatening. He's not a great pass rusher because of his bicep. He's a great pass rusher because of his legs and his quickness and just everything, right? So the bicep didn't worry me. And 5 freaking sacks, man. This is a great first game for him of the season.
That is number
Wow.
5 for Chandler Jones.
Is this pay me? Pay me? Pay me?
Connor should
Oh,
be
I'm so
on the
hyped.
field, play clock down to
I blame
1.
mouse.
Murray's gonna
Kyler,
give himself
oh.
a little option shovel to Connor, and he's going to be short of the first down.
Game's over. There should be a mercy rule.
Good snap, good hold, kick is on its way. It's a bullet, and it is no good. Off to the left.
My heart just broke a little. Oh, I don't feel good about that. I mean, I think he hit 2 field goals. Oh, wait, no, he hit 1 field goal so far because it's 38, and he missed 1. He's 1 for 2, and I mean, perfect on extra points, but extra points are extra points. Are we just cursed? Are we? I mean, we're up 25 points, but are we cursed to just miss field goals? Matt Prater, man, he's consistent. He's great. What up? What up? Oh no, that did not feel good watching him miss.
Hill's under pressure again, and he's thrown down.
Dogby, yo,
Michael
the
Dogby.
extra weight you put on, put it in some extra work. 6 sacks on the game.
Tannehill to the near side for Brown. He overthrows him.
4th down.
Kyler Murray was not held in check today. 20 of 31,
He had 5
276
touchdowns.
yards, 4 touchdowns.
Oof. One more on the wait. I'm pretty sure he had 5, right? He had 4. Yeah, 2 to Kirk, 2 to Hopkins, and 1 rushing. I guess they're saying 4 passing touchdowns. But yeah, wow. There are some questions I have about the game. Obviously they don't show any penalties, so I don't know how the penalties went. For those of you who watched it, can you let me know? Hopefully the penalties wasn't too much of an issue. I did see that we moved back once we were on the 1 after the Corey Peters almost touchdown after Chandler Jones strip sacked Ryan Tannehill. So did we move back because of a sack, or did we move back because of a penalty? Because it feels, based on the team's history, it's probably a penalty. Not Chandler Jones. Kyler Murray hardly gets sacked in his second year, so I'm guessing he got better with that. Even better. But yeah, really, really awesome game. 38 to 13. This is a playoff team last year, and they added Julio Jones and Bud Dupree, and they brought back Derrick Henry. And at some point, it said he had 9 rushes for 8 yards or 8 rushes for 9 yards. He broke off some later ones after the defense maybe relaxed after they were up 20-something points. But yeah, wow. This has me hyped, guys. This has me hyped. I can't believe we won by this much. Yeah, I think every expert I saw were saying that the Titans were betting on the Titans to win. And so yeah, really, really happy about this. Really, really hyped for the Cardinals. The one kicker miss, I'm gonna try not to read too much into it, especially with the game already so out of hand for the Titans. But hopefully we don't see any other issues from here. But hopefully we're just not cursed, because we had Chandler Catanzaro over a while, and he was okay too. And he's not like a big household name either. But this is Matt freaking Prater, and he missed. So I'm like, are we cursed or not? And gotta figure out something about the penalties. Let me know in the comments. And guys, tell me how hyped you were for this blowout, this absolute blowout. And if you saw anything else, any like other common patterns, I didn't look too closely, except for the first and last sack for Chandler Jones, but was JJ Watt getting double teamed on every single one of Chandler Jones's sacks. And yeah, I really, really wonder, because this is looking good. We saw AJ Green make that 1 catch. Actually, I'm not gonna end this video just yet. I'm gonna look at the stat line. We had 6 sacks by the Cardinals. Oops, I'm looking at the wrong thing. I looked at the stats for actually, yeah, I don't even know how many yards passing Kyler Murray had. Let me see. I'm seeing that the Rams are up big against the Bears, which is not surprising. Matt Stafford is pretty scary this year. Seattle won, great. 49ers won. The Saints won against the Packers by 35 points. I mean, I thought Jameis Winston would be fine, but I thought Aaron Rodgers was going to be like lights out this year. I mean, it's just 1 game, but still 3 points by the Packers. Jeez. That is the most surprising thing. Okay, so let's pump. I'm gonna pump the brakes on the Cardinals a little bit because, I mean, obviously what happened with Aaron Rodgers, 3 points in the first game is not gonna last the entire season. But I also can't get overhyped just on one game, even if it was against a playoff team from last year. Um, but yeah, the Cardinals looked good this season. I mean this game, and I'm gonna look at the Titans stats first. Matthias Farley, oh, the fourth down conversion. Derrick Henry, 17 rushes for 58 yards. That was pretty nice. Ryan Tannehill, of course, with the 2 rushes, one for a touchdown. I think that rush for the touchdown, there was not much you could do about that when you have to worry about Henry. You have to worry about Julio Jones being the red zone threat. I don't know, actually, I haven't actually seen A.J. Brown play. I just have heard of him being good. So this is like a 30-minute video, and I've paused so much to talk a lot. But hopefully you guys are still enjoying this while I dive down. Ryan Tannehill, 2 fumbles lost, both by Chandler Jones. Kevin Byard had a interception on Kyler Murray. Jeffrey Simmons and Harold Landry both had 1 sack. Oh yeah, there was that 1 sack when Kyler basically sat down. He doesn't. Hopefully he can avoid all big hits this season. Maybe when it comes to the playoffs and he needs to rush for that extra yard, maybe then you can put your body on the line. But most of the time, I do not want to see Kyler Murray touched at all. But yeah, 2 sacks this time. He got sacked twice. So yeah, Kyler Murray, 21 for 32, 289, 4 touchdowns, and an int. Didn't get a good look at the interception on the screen in the highlight reel, so I won't pass any judgment on him for that. Chase Edmonds with a solid 12 for 63 rushing line. We ran a lot with James Conner, probably just to run out the clock. We ran 38 times. Damn. I'm guessing most of those came in the later half of the game. But altogether, we rushed for 136 yards. So that's a really successful rushing game. Kyler Murray, 5 for 20, 1 touchdown. That touchdown was sweet. I really liked it. Hopkins, 683, 2 touchdowns. Kirk, 570, 2 touchdowns. Rondale Moore for 4 for 68. And Chase Edmonds, 4 for 43. Yeah. Okay, AJ Green had 2 receptions on 6 targets for 25 yards. Hit that first catch along the boundary was really good. And I have to assume, like, a lot of Hopkins highlights that we saw had him with single coverage. So I have to assume that some attention is being paid to AJ Green or Christian Kirk or Rondale Moore. Either way, Hopkins, there are enough weapons now that Hopkins is getting enough one-on-one looks. So I don't care who has the targets and who has the numbers, as long as we can spread the ball around and just get yardage. 4 touchdowns, 4 passing touchdowns is nothing to sneeze at. So pretty happy about that. I have not heard of Demetrius Harris once in my life. Who the heck is he? Like, I follow football. I follow the Cardinals, I swear, but I've never even heard of Demetrius Harris. He was in Chicago last year, but I don't know. When did he become a Cardinal? When did he sign? He's a tight end. Maybe that's why I haven't heard of him. Like, our tight ends are not paid attention to. I know Max Williams. Dan Arnold left. Psycho's on the practice squad for the international thing. So, but yeah, Demetrius Harris, our tight end, had 3 targets and 0 catches. So, said Rodney Hudson had a fumble. Huh. Interesting. Corey Peters had that fumble recovery. Chandler Jones had that 2 forced fumbles. Marcus Golden had the recovery. Isaiah Simmons with the interception, 2 pass deflections. Nice. Byron Murphy playing lights out. Actually, I didn't look at the receiving yards of the Titans. I'm going to go look back and look at that. Isaiah Simmons all over the field with 7 tackles and 2 assists. Chandler Jones with the 5 sacks. 5 sacks and 4 tackles for loss. I used to think that sacks also counted as tackles for loss, but given that he has 4 tackles for loss and 5 sacks, does that mean he had 5 sacks and then another 4 tackles for loss? Because that is like game record numbers. What the heck? Even if it was just 4 tackles lost in one game, that is amazing. And he had 5 and 4. So I guess not all sacks count as tackles. I don't know how this works. I mean, Michael Dogby had 1 sack and 1 tackle for loss. Corey Peters had 2 tackles for loss. J.J. Watt with 2 tackles, 1 for loss. Zayvon Collins, 2 tackles. Jordan Hicks even had... I know they had a 3-person package with 3 inside linebackers on the field. So that's pretty cool. Looks like it worked out given the scoreboard. And, I mean, this is a higher-powered offense. So it's very, very cool to hold him to only 13 points. Matt Prater, 1 for 2. 5 extra points. So technically, he's like total amount of kicks made. He made 7 kicks and made 6 of them, but 5 of them were extra points. I'm gonna try not to worry too much about that just yet. Rondale Moore had 1 kickoff return and 2 punt returns. Okay, interesting, because I thought actually 2 punt returns for an average of 12 each is not bad. I thought they wouldn't put him at returner because they didn't show that on in preseason. I thought they might thought he was too big of an offensive weapon to put him there, but I mean Christian Kirk put a lot of numbers up, and I'm sure AJ Green's numbers will go up in the future as well. So yeah, looks like I mean Rondale Moore still has 68 yards, so it looks like he can be a big part of the offense and be our primary returner. So that's cool. Anyway, guys, I think I might be all talked out. Let me look one last time at the Titans receiving. Julio Jones, 3 catches for 29 yards. It's not the kind of night you're looking for. I hadn't even heard of Chester Jones, but apparently he led the team with receiving with 62, 4 for 62. But yeah, like our cornerbacks really held up. Let me actually review what my points were in the beginning. What were they? Less penalties? I don't know. Please let me know. It's the kicking game. I was hoping it wouldn't be an issue. The 1 missed kick. Hopefully that's just an aberration, anomaly. Kyler Murray taking the next step. Obviously, I only saw the highlights and I did see the interception, but yeah, let me know what you guys thought about Kyler Murray's progression and if he's better with his progressions and how he looked throughout the night. Obviously, he put up crazy numbers, but was it because it was a weak defense or was it because he's taken that next step? And the cornerback group really held on. I think no one wide receiver like went out for ridiculous yardage. So yeah, they held off against Derrick Henry really well. And I guess I have to praise the inside linebackers for that. Isaiah Simmons looked good, which is something that was really needed after last year's riding the bench for so long after not having preseason games and an offseason. AJ Green and JJ Watt, they didn't get the eye-popping numbers, but they created so many one-on-one opportunities, so I'm really happy about that. And I actually don't even know who our next game is against, so I'm gonna look that up right now. All right, let's see. That's not right. Oh, week 2. Okay, there we go. The Vikings at Cardinals. The Vikings lost their first game, so they'll be trying to avoid falling. They lost to the Bengals. Ooh. Is Joe Burrow back? I don't actually know if Joe Burrow's back.
For Cincinnati.
Pause. God dang it. I really don't like the NFL.com. They just autoplay videos and sometimes and make it hard to stop. Pause. Okay. Is Joe Burrow back? He is, and he's 20 for 27. How was Jamar Chase? 5 for 101 and a touchdown. Okay, good. There was some talk about him having drop issues and him saying that the ball is harder to catch. So I was worried about that. But okay, we're playing the Vikings next week, and Kirk Cousins. I don't know. I mean, he can be good, but I think we're mostly worried about Dalvin Cook, Justin Jefferson, and Adam Thielen are both really good players, but Kirk is not the best quarterback. He can put up numbers, but I think with how our team handled Ryan Tannehill, I think we can handle the Vikings as well. But yeah, the Vikings aren't a bad team. I think that I would place the Titans above them, though, so hopefully we have no issues next week. I actually didn't see if this is going to be a home game. Yep, Vikings at Cardinals. First time they're playing in front of the home crowd for a long time, so yeah, hopefully that'll boost them to 2-0. Really looking forward to it. Hopefully you enjoyed my video, guys. I paused a lot and talked a lot, so I don't know if you'll enjoy that kind of interaction at all. Hopefully NFL doesn't block my reaction to this, because that would just mean I wasted half an hour, 40 minutes. I could have just watched this on my own. But yeah, hope you enjoy this. Leave a like, really helps with the channel. Subscribe if you want to watch more, because I'll probably do this every single week. Sometimes I might not be able to watch the highlights until Monday. Maybe sometimes I'll be able to watch the full games at some point. But I won't be able to post it on YouTube, obviously. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll put it on as a full reaction on YouTube, on Patreon, but we'll see if I ever do that. All right, guys, thanks for watching. This has been fun. I've been so hyped for this season, and it's so nice to pay off in the first game of the year. So yeah. All right, guys. Yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe, leave a like. Really helps the channel. I'll see you guys soon. Bye, friends.